What's up, folks? Tonight's topic is a rather easy one. Never chase women. Now, I'm sure you've heard of this concept, this practice, millions of times. Especially if you've been dabbling in the YouTube world of the manosphere, where they tell you, yeah, as the wise man said, chase a check, never chase a quote, future. But here's the thing. You know never chase women. You know the basics of it. Waste of time, probably. Better time that could be spent in focusing on your career, amassing your assets, grinding out something that you truly enjoy, that you want to work on, building yourself up. But here are some details you may have missed as to why you shouldn't chase women. Now, what I'm not trying to say here is pursuing women, because we all know in the initial stages of courting and finding a woman, you have to be the one to go up to them, talk to them, ask them out. Yes, that is not chasing. That's a key difference between chasing and pursuing. Pursuing is showing interest, having them follow you as you take the lead. Now, where it becomes chasing is when they no longer are cooperating with you. That is the key distinction, because chasing is now what you envision in cartoons. Elmer Fudd chasing Bugs Bunny, perhaps Daffy Duck, or Wile E. Coyote chasing Roadrunner. She's trying to get away. Anytime a woman is trying to get away, or rather not moving towards you, that's when it's become chasing. See, it's an equal exchange of energy, reciprocity. The energy that you put in, they have to return that. Now we get into the details a bit later on, but initially that's how it's supposed to be. It's like playing tennis. I'm sure you've heard of that saying. Hit the ball over, they hit it back. Ball's on their court. Now, you have to understand, once you hit the ball over, do not hit another one over, because chances are, sure, you might get them to respond again, but you're setting up the precedence of how the relationship will be in the future. Because let's face it, what you are experiencing in the early stages of a relationship, it's only going to get worse. So if you established from the get-go that you're willing to hit a few balls over, keep on chasing, then the woman that finally accepts you as the boyfriend is going to, in the future, believe that this is how the dynamic will play out. And like I said earlier, it's only going to get worse. She's going to start disrespecting you. Gonna leave you unread, not pick up your calls. She has to invest in you. This is how a relationship is formed, how a bond is established, how a woman will respect you and look up to you. You see, when you chase, you're automatically putting her on a pedestal, on a level above you, because you're trying to acquire something elusive. And why would you want that? Because you have put value upon that object, that person. That automatically puts them on a pedestal. Now, you don't have to explain this to anyone, let alone a woman, for people to understand and feel that energy that, oh yeah, he values me quite a bit because he keeps on reaching out. This naturally gives them a sense of entitlement. And with entitlement comes disrespect. Now here's the other flip side. I'm sure you've come across the term hypergamy. Now, I don't want to litter you with buzzwords, but hypergamy is very real. And if you don't understand what that is, it just means a woman wants to pair up with a man that they can look up to, that they can admire. When stuff hits the fan, she wants a man that can be her rock, someone she can depend upon and lean against. And for that to happen, the man has to be stronger than her, more powerful. Now, if you're weaker than her, or if you're beneath her, and by doing so, that means you're pedestalizing her, you're robbing her of the opportunity to pedestalize you instead. And we all understand that life's just better that way if a woman looks up to their man. So by you chasing, you're telling her, please, do not look up to me. Allow me to look up to you, and in turn, you are actually looking down on me. They don't like that. If you do this, it just means this relationship is simply on borrowed time. And let's say it doesn't end. It's going to be a long, drawn out. Is it even going to be a battle? It's going to be a lifeless, dragging relationship, if you can even call it that. I've seen many cases amongst my friends where the woman flat out does not respect their man. You could tell the guy has a lifeless look in their eyes, in their body. They're just tired, lethargic, have no more vigor and strength. And you probably already guessed it. Dead bedroom. Maybe doing the deed once a month, if at all any. And that's not a path you want to go. Because let's face it, if someone were to tell you right from the get-go, kind of signing a contract, hey, if you marry this woman, you're not going to get any sex. Maybe once a year. You're not going to be captain of the boat, of the ship. All you're going to ever do is follow her orders, listen to her nag, and she's the boss. Are you going to sign it? Are you going to accept that? Of course you won't. No one in their right mind will accept these terms. But why does it always happen time and time again? It's because you lose frame. And by frame, it means you lose your control. You are no longer in command of the steering wheel. And why does that happen? Well, there's something called testing. A woman will always want to test you, whether she subconsciously knows it or not. It is wired in their biology, in their brain, to test you. And by testing, I mean just poking the bear, trying to rile you up, cause drama. And why? Well, take it as a good thing if you pass the test, because they want to make sure if the man they're with is still rock solid or not. Now, you might be going, I don't got time for this. I don't got time for games. Well, guess what? All women are wired like this. And you either play the game or dip out. Now, I certainly won't knock you for dipping out of the game, like the MGTOW guys, but I'm a biology guy. And at the end of the day, man and woman are better off together, and they were meant to come together. So, you gotta accept how it is, how women's nature are. They will always try to cause drama. Now, if you're rock solid, of course, you just handle it with a smile, without a care in the world. And if she steps out of line, if it's not a deal breaker, you tell her. Or just show by action. You're not going to put up with that thing. Now I digress. Going back to why you shouldn't chase women. These all make sense, right? These are all factors culminating to what it means to become a man. A man naturally has to take the lead. And if you're chasing women, who's leading? Who's leading the chase? Of course, it's the one running away. That's no way to go. You show your intent in the beginning, and if they reciprocate, then you can continue expending your energy. But if not, you got no choice but to move on. Like I said in my previous videos, I've gone to enough dates to understand that chasing, double texting, triple texting, anything that you feel off about, that if you flip the story around, you wonder, hey, would I treat another person like this? Kind of like you ask the person out and they don't respond, or you have to reschedule. You tell her, sorry, I can't make it. But a lot of these women, if they can't make it, they don't even say anything. They stand you up. They ghost you. Sometimes they ask you out and you go, okay, tell me what time. I'm down. And they don't follow up. Would you treat your friend like that? Or a peer or a superior? Of course not. That's just plain rude. So anytime you feel like you're overextending or you're about to overextend and shoot that extra text like, hey, are we still on? What's going on? You have to realize you have value as well. You're also the company that's trying to hire somebody. You're trying to filter out whether this woman that you're seeing is good for you or not, whether you actually like her and value her. And the fact that she's being rude by not responding in a timely manner, or if at all, goes to show you that right there is a red flag. And if you double text, triple text, like I said, you manage to get her to respond, or you manage to even get her out, know that this is how your relationship is going to be in the future. Like I said, it's only going to get worse. So don't do it. Do yourself a favor. Find someone who reciprocates, who is enthusiastic to see you. As Rich Cooper would say, you want a woman that harbors genuine burning desire for you, that's eager to please. Once you reach out, set up a date, she goes, oh, great, of course, I'm excited. Hell yeah, I can't wait to see you. Anything less than that, I don't even have to go into crickets and silence. Don't bother. It's just a waste of time. So that's pretty much all I have to say for tonight. Hope it helps. You gotta be ruthless when it comes to filtering out people. Because at the end of the day, this is a person you're potentially trying to filter out as your life partner. Someone you're going to spend the rest of your life with. 50, 60, 70 years. And if it's a person you always have to constantly be nagging, chasing, running around, that's not the way to go. So, like I said, that's all I got for tonight. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.